And with that, welcome in. It is a simulcast on a Tuesday evening, live on MLE's or Minor League Esports, and also live on Downshift Esports. It's the Downshift Esports Week 8 Street Stock League race at USA International.
Distance, and it just comes down to what is the lesser of the evils. Is a shorter radius or a longer radius? Uh-oh, we're already crashing. I was waiting for this. Is eventually the best way to go. And Curtis, you know what the best way to go is actually? Not crashing into your fellow mates.
If you can, as long. Oh wait, actually things are still changing, so we'll wait it out and wait for things to finish gridding. But
far too often the V's, Brian just seems to be the bearer of bad news. But so far today in USA International, a special thing about that 44 car is Brian is always running the Downshift livery.
That's very true. That's very true. That's all right.
I feel bad for you, man.
I feel bad for you. As pace car is off the track, we are green flag racing for 120 laps at USA International Speedway in the Sunshine State. Chris Curtis and Brian Schubert along with you for the ride in Week 8 of Downshift Esports, presented by Minor League Esports. We are underway, and Jimmy Hayden off to a pretty good start with Tyler Tomasi behind him. And Tomasi did not let Hayden get too far out ahead with as Hayden likes to do.
Trying to occupy a very small space. You're starting to get racy early on, and when you drop your driver's left tire in the apron like that, induces oversteer, forcing the car to spin it. They have to make sure that they stay behind the bumper of the 53 car. And as Tomasi goes for one of the first passes that we've seen in the upper echelon of this field, the top end of the field, that's only going to create this huge air dam and allow Ryan and Muckrup to come from behind.
On the inside, trying to take the lead right back from Tomasi. They are door-to-door on turn 3, and Hayden's going to go for the pass, and he will get it. And don't look now, but Cole Micritz right on their bumper as well. You have the top
9. I predicted 10. The reason why we're going to see so many, probably more than the last time we saw USA International back in Week 3, is because we're in the latter stages.
And Brandon Ritchie might have gotten up and gotten his bumper, unfortunately. And we'll see if that is indeed... We'll see it again here. Nope, maybe not. Might have just been, might have just lost it. I'm not sure if 22 made contact or not.
Well, Micro in the 3 car, also in the 3rd place spot right now. He is loving the action in front of him. Car sideways at the front straight. The 7 forced to try to save it. That's Noah Davis creating a catastrophe in the midway through, but faced up track. I mean, you could see the drivers already starting to fan out, trying to avoid it. Brian Voles was also involved in an incident in front of that with the 16 car as well.
Saw most of them head into the pit box just now. Yes, I think you take the opportunity. Jimmy Hayden beat him to the punch. He was banking on another caution coming out, and he got exactly what he was looking for.
Flags be thrown really early for most of these cautions, most of these restarts. It's the first time that we've seen it delayed, and our drivers were just not prepared for it.
And that was not long before Jimmy Hayden was immediately...
He just strapped himself with full boost and flew on forward, and the field behind him was sleeping. 3 wide is difficult to do. The cars wash up. That is the 96 in a dangerous position, and it gets worse. The sandwich collapses, and drivers are being collected. Brian Voles drives straight through at the 22 as well. And you just have to hope that the drivers are able to deaccelerate the car behind. I mean, look at the chain reaction it causes. All the cars just start to stack up. I mean, the initial incident doesn't take... There's 2 incidents. Initially into the corner, and then on the mid portion of the straightaway, and even with the cars, and it gets thrown again in lap 59. What shenanigans took place here this time? Oh, the 32 car didn't quite grab enough brake, and unfortunately that's the 15 of Kenny McGrath.
He'll still have a chance, I think. He's in top 5 at the moment, but
no!
Oh no, and we have sideways cars again. People mowing the lawn with their cars. Huge collection on the front stretch, and another yellow flag is out, and Jimmy Hayden seems to have survived all of that. See a lot of previous pit laps of 38 and 32. Paul Nelson and Chad Bass seems to be your freshest cars out there right now.
And they are certainly racing like it, but they're racing a smidge too hard.
And they're racing against somebody in the realm of racing that is very good in Jimmy Hayden. As they're trying to catch up to him, he is very, very nicely as it sits right now. Caleb Clifton and Tyler Tomasi trading 3 and 4, and you start to see some more shuffling in the middle of that pack. More good stuff, but this next decision by them this next decision for multiple cars is going to be really interesting as we get down to the 3/4 of the way through this race. Your white flag lap. Tomasi just behind him, spins him a little bit. He's going to try to pass him here on the back stretch. Jimmy Hayden trying to keep the outside lane. He's going to try to make an aggressive turn here. Take the inside line. Tomasi's right there. They're neck and neck through turn 3 into turn 4. Tomasi takes the lead. He's going to try to take it, and he is going to. Tomasi does it on the last lap, the quarter panel bump. Tyler Tomasi takes the win by less than a